Wii Sports is officially coming back, and here's what we know. Just today we got exciting news with Nintendo bringing a new version of Wii Sports to the Switches. Today I'll give you all the latest that we know, as well as our thoughts about it. First off, the game will cost £30.99 on the Nintendo eShop. Remember, this is in pounds, so the price is different depending on where you live. Now I will read all we know so far from the official Nintendo website. To prepare of the release of Nintendo Switch Sports on April 29th, so that is a confirmed date now, we'll be conducting an online playtest to evaluate various technical aspects and help improve the quality of the game. If you have a Nintendo Switch online paid membership, so you will need an online paid membership for that, so the free trial won't work, and are interested in taking part of the online playtest, please read on. Remember, registrations are limited and may close at any time without advance notice. Please note that the online playtest software presents game still under development, so it may have some unexpected bugs, basically. There will be 5 sessions in total, each one lasting 45 minutes. So on Saturday, February 19th at 3 AM to 3:45 AM UK time, 11 AM to 11:45 UK time, 7 PM to 7:45 UK time, and then we've got Sunday, February 20th at 3 AM to 3:45 AM UK time, 11 AM to 11:45 UK time. So at this time, the sports that will be available will be limited. You'll only be able to play the online matches of bowling, tennis and Canberra, if I'm saying that correctly, against random players. So you will not be able to get into matches with your friends, which kind of sucks, but it does make sense. So what do I need to participate? A Nintendo Switch console, obviously, a Nintendo account, an internet connection, and an active Nintendo Switch online membership. Now, unfortunately, Nintendo Switch Sports online playtest is not compatible with Nintendo Switch Lite. So how do you get involved? Registration on the online playtest will open February 16th, and check back soon to register. So I'll put this link in the description so you can check it out. Swing, kick and spike your way to victory with Nintendo Switch Sports, a collection of sports from Nintendo Switch that puts you right into the action.
Compete in 6 sports, including volleyball, football and bowling, with real-world movements that model your actions in-game.
Tennis. Rally by gently swinging the Joy-Con controller at the right time. So it's a bit like with the Wii, you just use the controller, but instead it's with the Joy-Cons, which obviously you don't have to pay for because you should already have that with the Switch. Bowling.
Yeah.
Roll the ball straight ahead and give it a little curve. So this is, well, it's the exact same. Tennis and bowling are the exact same. You know, when you play tennis, what did you like about it?
Well, gotta be honest, I don't really remember. But from what I do remember, it was, it was exhilarating, it was quite fun. Competitive as well, if you play with members in your family, like I did, you'd see who's the best, and then
What did you ever accidentally hit anything with the controller, with the remote?
I didn't, because I had it's got the strap on the thing.
Oh yeah, I never put that on.
I put that on. I put that on, and you get like that for the Joy-Cons as well, so it's pretty good.
Anyway, bowling. So there's bowling now. Was that your favourite one?
It was for a time, and then tennis became my favourite one. It is really good. I want to know if they still have the mechanic in where you could throw the ball backwards and everyone would go around. They better still have that. That was pretty good.
Well, hopefully. Well, it looks like that the Mii's aren't in. You know them characters, the ones that jumps in the background. It looks like them aren't in it. It looks like they're kind of just being replaced by these characters to look more realistic. But with bowling, you can't really change how it's played. So both tennis and bowling will basically be the exact same, just look nicer.
Yeah, and in one of the pictures you can see there, like a picture of all the bowlers lined up. There doesn't appear to be a crowd behind them, unfortunately, but I would say a good thing. I suppose it's a good thing that they look more realistic. I think, because it looks more modern compared to what the old Mii's look like.
Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
hopefully you could still edit them to make them look as stupid as possible, which I like to do. Yeah, it'd be cool. Yeah, they should have that good customization. It helps people to feel more interactive with the game.
Well, yeah, I think there would be more options than the last ones, definitely.
Shut up!
Alright, well, my cat is interrupting me. But anyway, Canberra, knock your opponents off the platform whilst attacking and defending. And I've definitely said that wrong, but do you know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of swordplay. In Wii Sports Resort, there was this game, and you like crossed the bridge. I'm pretty sure, and you crossed the bridge and you knocked the opponents off, and then eventually you got to the leader Matt, and he was like the big boss. He was a lot harder to beat than the rest of them. In just
Wasn't he the
any of the
hardest
games.
to beat? Yeah, for everything, he's always the hardest.
Yeah.
I remember I beat him on tennis and on bowling as well.
But this does look good. It looks like one of the things we play with friends, like we both play together and I absolutely destroy you. Anyway, the next one is football. Football is, I don't know, it's interesting because the concept of being able to play football on something like a Switch seems quite far-fetched.
Yeah, I think if it's good, it will be really good. But at the same time, if they haven't got it right, it's just going to be, quite bad.
Yeah.
Just a matter of, like, if they've done it well, then it'll be good. So it'll be interesting to see how it actually is when the play test comes out.
And I'll just read the description quickly. Use a gigantic ball to make dynamic plays. Enjoy matches with Joy-Con controllers to shoot and performing diving headers. Oh, so I really don't know how diving headers would work with that, but...
Dive into your TV.
By attaching a Joy-Con controller to the leg strap, so I suppose you'd have to pay extra for that. Oh, included with the physical version. So you'd have to get that. You wouldn't be able to get that from the eShop. You can play shootout mode with intuitive kicking motions. I mean, it's different. There's nothing wrong with change.
Alright, so the next one is badminton. Control your shots left and right while keeping the shuttlecock in the air. Swing left and right while keeping the shuttlecock in the air. Unleash your powerful smash shots to gain the upper hand. So it's basically that's pretty much what you do in real life, isn't it? So I suppose it'd be quite fun if you like it in real life.
I think this one would be fun. It's basically like tennis, but you hit it up instead of like over the net and down.
Yeah, and you're not supposed to bounce it in the other ones. But yeah, you can't bounce it, basically.
Yeah, but that one looks good. I think that one, as we have it, this is probably the last that we've reviewed so fast. Actually, second to last, because I think football, I mean, it has the ability to be good, but it might just be one of them things you don't really play.
I guess.
Canberra, and then bowling, and then tennis. Is yours the same order?
Yeah, I'd pretty much put it in the same order, I think. Although there's one more thing we have not yet covered, which is volleyball. The description here says, use a Joy-Con controller to serve, bump, set, and spike the ball. So it's similar to badminton, I suppose, but it's with a ball, really, instead, and no racket.
And you can play with teammates with this one. People on your side.
Yeah, so it's a bit like tennis in that respect. You can play with your friends, or you can play against them. Perhaps you can play with them and against them if you've got enough friends. It looks good. It looks good. Well, I like playing volleyball in real life, so hopefully it's good. Because then I shall probably spend too much time on it, trying to beat Matt.
Well,
because hopefully he's in the game.
I mean, there's the football one as well, which looks like it could probably have 4 players per side on. Because I don't think it could have too many, like 9 a side. Or maybe 11, that would be way too much.
Yeah, I don't know how. I have no idea how it's going to work really because I've not seen it like
Well,
that.
it would be interesting
No.
to see because this like what it came out today. This news, and I was quite excited because I was thinking, so why haven't they made this game? But it was actually under development.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure like a few months back we actually discussed that. Oh, they
Yeah,
should make a new Wii Sports for the Switch, and now it's here, and it
because there
looks good.
was Wii Sports, then Wii Sports Resort, and then this with quite a bit of a
Yeah.
gap in it.
So it's going to be well anticipated by people, and
Yeah.
hopefully it's worth the wait.
So the last one we have is play together in person or online with family and friends, or challenge players around the world. In addition to customizing your avatar with items collected from playing online, there are all kinds of ways to have fun, such as testing your ability in the Pro League where you can try to increase your rank by winning in the different sports.
I think I'll be there most of the time. Don't cut that out.
No, that's been cut out. Future updates. So this is like the most promising news that we're getting so far is 2 free software updates are planned for release in summer and autumn. The first update arriving this summer will allow you to play football matches with a Joy-Con controller and the leg strap accessory.
So that's not coming with the base game then when it first comes out.
Well, I think that it's only as the physical. It did say the physical, but maybe you have to pay an extra price. I would imagine that, like maybe £10 extra to get the strap.
But I think, it did say it was included with it, so I don't know. We'll see how that goes. The second update coming this autumn will add golf as a new sport to the game. Golf was on Wii Sports.
Yeah.
It was quite fun, I guess. A bit complicated when you're like 8 years old, like I was when I played it. And I always hit the ball straight into the lake, and sometimes I even aimed for it and then probably missed. But it could be interesting to add that as well. It adds more games to it. It got more choice, I suppose. So it could be quite fun to see that added to the game.
Well, I think it's not only adding the golf, but showing that they'll actually keep adding stuff. And it says 2 free software updates. So I'm thinking that in the future, maybe you pay, I don't know, £5, $5, and you get an update for, let's say, boxing, because boxing isn't in this, and people would 100% like to play it.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they do with it in the future. I suppose if it's well received by the people who've been waiting for this, and it's sold well, and it's got good reviews, they will probably release new DLCs in the future, perhaps new games that haven't been on anything before. We could see, which could be interesting as well. Possibly also a return for baseball that was also on Wii Sports. Then
Yeah. So that is a wrap up of all we have so far. When we have more information, we will give it to you guys either here or on the podcast, which will be linked in the description below. And thank you for watching. Remember to like and subscribe. And we do have a podcast coming on Sunday, which is about football, the latest news, and it will have some gaming in there. So remember to check that one out.